I'm Ami Horowitz, and I'm here in Berkeley, California to find out if voter ID laws suppress the black vote. Do you have an opinion on voter ID laws?
Yeah, they're usually pretty racist and they're bad.
I think voter ID laws are a way to perpetuate racism.
Would you go as far as say those laws are racist?
For sure.
Do you think it suppresses the African American vote?
Definitely.
Tell us how.
Because they're less likely to have state IDs.
Minority voters are less likely to have the kinds of IDs that have been described or required.
These type of people don't live in areas with easy access to DMVs or other places where they can get identification.
You can always get IDs you do over the internet. Does that also would make it difficult for black people in particular?
Yeah, you have to have access to the internet. You have to be able to pay an internet service provider for certain fees.
Do you think that's harder for black people to go online?
Well, I feel like they don't have the knowledge of how it works.
A lot of people have smartphones, but you might not have data.
For most of the communities, they don't really know what is out there just because they're not aware or they're not informed.
I also think there's a repression of black voting with how if you're a convicted felon, you're not allowed to vote and everything. And when you look at swing states like Florida, that's a huge population of the African Americans.
Now I'm here in East Harlem to ask black people their thoughts on what you just heard. Do you have ID normally? You carry ID around?
Yes, I have state ID.
Do you carry ID?
Yes, I do.
Do you know any black person who doesn't carry ID?
No. Everyone that I know has an ID. Why would they think we don't have ID?
That's a lie. Why would they say that?
Do you have ID?
Yes.
Because I have my ID and my friends have their ID, so we know what we need to carry around.
Everybody that I know have ID. That's one of the things you need to walk around with New York with, ID.
Do you know any black adult who does not have ID?
No, I don't.
Is it a weird thing to even say that?
Yes, it is.
What is this, some type of trick candy camera?
I know, right?
That's the only thing I brought with me.
Those are legit IDs. I heard a lot also that black people can't figure out how to get to the DMV.
Really?
What does that say to you?
I know it's on 25th Street.
Do you know where the DMV is around you?
It's on 125th Street and 3rd Avenue, I believe.
You know how to get there?
Yeah.
Would you have a problem getting there if you had to get there?
No.
I know these sound like silly questions. You know how to get to the DMV?
Of course.
You know where it is?
Yes.
You can get there?
Uh-huh.
No problem.
No problem.
Just checking.
Okay.
And I also heard a lot that black people, especially poor black people, have no access to the internet, can't figure out how to use the internet.
That's just stupidity, honestly. Everybody has access to the internet. Even a little kid can figure out how to work the internet.
I had access to the internet for years.
You know how to use it properly, right?
Exactly. I do it at work. So, of course, I know how to use it. My kids know how to use it. They all have iPads, iPods, whatever.
Your phone has data?
Mm-hmm.
You can actually
unlimited.
Unlimited data.
Mm-hmm. I use my phone as a hotspot.
What does that say to you for the people who have this perception of black people?
They're pretty much ignorant. That's what my thought process was.
I just think that's ignorant. Ignorant.
Ignorant. That's the word I'm hearing a lot.
Ignorant.
Ignorant.
Very, very ignorant.
Does it sound racist for somebody to say that?
I think it is a little racist because, you're putting people in a category and you have no idea what you're talking about.
Maybe a little bit of racist in it, but like I said, I think it's more stupidity and ignorance.
You're judging somebody, but you're judging them because they black, saying that they don't got it.
What people are they talking to? Who are these people talking to?
Do you have a problem that if you go to vote and they say, "Can we please see your ID to make sure you are who you say you are?" Are you cool?
Love showing my ID.
You got no problem with that?
Nope.
Would you have a problem if when you go to vote, if they say, "Can we please just see your ID to make sure you are who you say you are?" Do you have an issue with that?
No.
Would you have a problem if there was a rule where you had to show your ID in order to vote?
I don't think so. No.
Would you have an issue if there was a rule saying you got to show your ID before you vote?
Nah.
Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
New for you at 6. A CU Denver professor under fire tonight after posting a racially charged message on Facebook.
Denver 7's Molly Hendrickson joins us. And Molly, that professor insisting tonight that she is not racist.
Yeah, we'll let you decide. Now, here's a look at that post. It's a picture of Michelle Obama, followed up by a comment saying, monkey face and poor Ebonic English. There, I feel better, and I'm still not racist. Michelle Herron says she was responding to another post saying it's unfair people make comments about Melania Trump, but saying anything about Michelle Obama is considered racist. Herron declined to go on camera, but over the phone she told me this was taken way out of context and she didn't know using the term monkey-faced was considered racist, which she insists she is not.
It's the Facebook post Joya Nieto calls
entirely unacceptable.
This woman calling Michelle Obama a monkey face, referring to her poor Ebonic English, then clarifying, I'm not racist.
Hiding behind the excuse that you're not racist doesn't negate the fact that you are being racist.
What's worse, Nieto discovered that woman is Michelle Herron, a pediatric anesthesiologist who works at Denver Health Medical Center, Children's Hospital, Colorado, and is an assistant professor at CU School of Medicine.
I think you have to hold yourself to a higher standard as being a public employee, as well as being a professor in such a critical field.
That comment has since been removed, and Herron has taken down her Facebook page.
It stayed on there for 4 days until, I had said something to the, CU Board of Regents, and I sent an email to them. Otherwise than that, if I would have never mentioned anything, how much longer would have that comment been out there in the public world?
We reached out to both Children's Hospital and Denver Health, both shocked over the comments and telling us tonight they'll look into it. For Nieto, it's too little, too late.
Honestly, I think she should be relieved of her duties as both a teacher and as a practitioner.
Now, within the last hour, Denver Health responding in part saying, we don't condone nor do we agree with the statements Dr. Herron made as they are inconsistent with Denver Health's mission and values. However, we cannot control the opinions our staff choose to express as private individuals. By the way, Herron has worked there for 9 years and makes more than $363,000 a year. Shannon?
Molly Hendrickson tonight. Molly, thank you.
Коли ці недобрі голови і калічили їх, той час вже позаду. Я попереджаю вас, тут Януковича, який півмільярда. Ти подивись, що робить. А ну сядь на місце. Я перепрошую.
Chicago police poring over surveillance video of an officer chasing a suspect just moments before he was shot to death. 19-year-old Kawan Ray was the one seen in that video sprinting from police. He had a troubled past, but family members say he did not deserve to die. Eyewitness News reporter Liz Nagy live at police headquarters for us tonight. Liz?
Rob, tonight Chicago police say it is unclear whether or not that officer was wearing a body camera at the time of the shooting. However, there were cameras in the area. They don't show the moment the officer's gun went off, but they do show what led up to that deadly encounter. As Kawan Ray waited at a West Englewood bus stop Wednesday night, a CPD sergeant abruptly pulled up. At the sight of a police officer, you see the 19-year-old take off running. The sergeant is right on his heels. Surveillance cameras posted outside Nazarene All Nations Church at 65th and South Ashland captured the chase from a few different angles west on 65th Street and south into an alley behind the church. Moments later, only the police officer survived the chase. Police say 19-year-old Kawan Ray matched the description of a person given in a call about a fight nearby.
There's no altercation, there's no mob of people, there's no fighting, there's no arguing or anything like that. So, yeah, it's suspect.
As Ray ran from the officer, police say
the sergeant then told investigators that the offender turned and pointed a weapon in the direction of the sergeant on 2 separate occasions during the pursuit.
In an hours-long investigation, detectives searched the area, even the roofs of homes for a gun. They haven't found one.
In this situation, they said he had a gun, yet they can't recover a gun. This is a problem because I'm tired of that same narrative being pushed every time.
Kawan Ray's family says the teenager had ups and downs in his life. His Facebook page has pictures that reflect gang imagery. Now his death is part of a police investigation. Ray's family released a statement tonight that says they are heartbroken over his death. The family also says they have retained an attorney and they plan to hold the department accountable for this officer's actions. Tonight, as part of protocol, that officer is on 30-day paid administrative leave. Reporting live at police headquarters, Liz Nagy, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Voting is a privilege in this country, and you need to be legal, not like California where 3 million illegals voted.
Let's talk about that.
I'm glad I brought that up, Allison.
Me too, Paula. So where are you getting your information?
From the media. Where else would we
media?
get? Some of it was CNN, I believe.
CNN said that 3 million illegal people voted
Well,
in
it was coming
California?
all across the media. All across. But CNN didn't do it, then they were being smart this time.
Do you think that 3 million illegal people
I
voted?
believe in California that there were illegals that voted.
How many?
I don't. To tell you the truth, nobody really knows that number.
But do you think 3 dozen or do you think 3 million?
I think there was a good amount because the president told people that they could vote, and it happened in Nashua. We caught some people that they went into Nashua and they said, the president said I can vote. I'm here illegally.
Did you hear President Obama say that illegal people could vote?
Yes,
Yes,
I did.
I
heard
heard
it
it this morning, actually.
Yes, I did hear it.
Tell me, where?
You can find it, Google it. You can find it on Facebook.
All right, hold on. I don't want to waste any more time, but anyway, I see where it came from, and it's Fox Business Network deceptively edited a clip of Barack Obama to argue that the president encouraged illegal immigrants to vote when in fact he had said nothing of the sort when you go back to the transcript. You, as you sit here today, think that millions of illegal people voted in this country. You believe that there was widespread voting abuse.
I think there was in some states.
In the millions of people.
California allows it.
They do not allow illegal. You mean voter fraud? California allows.
I believe there is voter fraud in this country.